Welcome. You are still watching Friday Briefing here on KTN News, and this segment we call the guest anchor. Today we have an interesting one. That song you just listened to, he was part of that band. I don't know if you would say he still is a part of that band, but Safari Sound's band is one that entertained Africa, I think, from decades on. They still do. Their music still lives on. But what happened to that band, I guess we'd like to find out. But the man we're about to speak to is the national chairman of the Youth Enterprise and Development Fund, or also known as the Youth Fund. Bruce Odhiambo, thank you so much for joining us. So you carry so many titles. When I look at you over there in the background, I tend to see so many things. Chairman, Youth Enterprise Development Fund, CEO, Johari Clef Productions Limited, Creative Director, Infinity Business Solutions, and Career Music Producer, and Events Organizer. How do you keep tabs with all these things going on?
Can I give you my CV? I'm looking for a job.
Please.
I need more.
Welcome to the show.
How are you doing?
Very well. How are you doing?
Brilliant.
That Jumbo Barna song, I mean, everybody knows that song. Everybody knows about Safari Sound's band. How old were you when you joined that band?
I was pretty young. The song was written by Teddy. I mean, John of Teddy Kaland of the Mushrooms, though. Safari Sounds made it popular, so that was us. But I was the youngest in the group. The band is still there, so I'm not saying that you never leave Safari Sound. We're still a group till today. Although we don't play every day, we talk a lot, we meet all the time. Then Mombasa. Are
you going to have a reunion very soon? Maybe when you release a song? Do you even still sing? Or
Me?
Yeah.
Everybody sings. It depends on how good you sing.
Do you still have the rhythm? Do you still have the harmony?
Harmony, maybe not. Rhythm, yes.
The rhythm you still have?
Everybody has.
All right, so everybody has been looking forward to you coming over here for various reasons. Some, it's musical, and for some, it's all about the money. So the Youth Fund that every young person in this country is entitled to is one that everyone thinks is one of the most difficult things to access. How easy is it to access the Youth Fund? What is the procedure? What do they need to have?
It's you see, what happens is just we have to change our mindset. You just go out there. Most of these things, you're told they're very hard, but you ask somebody, did you try? Say, no, I hear. I'm told. You see, we have to let go of the I'm told and I hear mentality. Like even the 30% government procurement opportunities, which is AGPO. Young people are not enrolling in that, and enrolling in that is free, online. You see, the other day somebody sent me a tweet and said, I was actually at the campus, Nairobi University, and somebody asked me a question and said, I've applied for AGPO for the last 8 months and I've not gotten through. And I said, AGPO, you don't have to apply, you just go online and you know, it's instant and it's free, you know. So I think it's just a bit of knowledge and people to have the confidence that you just have to go out there. And the Youth Fund is represented in all the constituencies, almost all the constituencies in Kenya. You see that kind of thing. And you just have to make the effort. Have you tried?
Yes, I think that's the question. I haven't tried for certain reasons. I don't know if I fit best in the category of a Kenyan citizen because I might be having a dual citizenship. So who exactly is entitled to this money?
Any Kenyan citizen between the ages of 18 to 34. Yes.
18 to 34.
Yeah.
All right. And since you took on the Youth Fund, that is in March 2014, how many youths have accessed this fund?
Oh, a lot of youths have accessed. I know we've given up to the tune of almost R1 billion since I became chairman. Maybe 924 million. I mean, thereabout. Since I became chairman, yes.
Is it good news that is coming out? Do they take the money and then try something, it doesn't work out, or do they come back with success stories?
I mean, we've got, right now we've got almost 80% repayment process, which means they're paying back, which means it's working. You see, that's the most important thing. That's what we want to see. They're coming out. But my plan was basically the first year is go and start mentorship, mentoring people, preparing them that it's possible. Because you find, change the mindset. A lot of people want 1 million shillings and they don't really need the 1 million shillings.
Right.
You see, when you break it down, they actually needed only 200,000. You see, so just change and talk to people. Yes.
Okay. And what areas of interest are there for the young people when they take this money? What areas of investment are they looking at? Because young people today think that one can just become a millionaire in a matter of minutes. It's not the same thing as maybe during our father's time.
Even that time it was hard. What happens is, one of the biggest areas is actually agribusiness. Because we're trying to make agriculture become a bit cool. Because food security people will have to have food. So it's an area which we're really trying to concentrate on. Agribusiness it is big. And there are a lot of people, that's why we're trying to concentrate a lot on things.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. And some people think that there's quite something wrong with today's young people. Maybe they don't get it right. From your experience, you've come from humble beginnings to this great success that you have since achieved, and you're now an accomplished person. But do you think that the young people today are following that same route or that same path towards success?
There's nothing wrong with them. They're just different. Different dynamics, different everything. I mean, when we were growing up, we had to go out and play.
Yes.
Play football as long as you can. Nowadays, you play with your fingers. So basically, what we're trying to do, they're different, and we have to be very careful not to lose them. We might lose them because their best friend becomes the phone.
That's right.
So if that's the best friend, then we have to try and communicate to them through that phone.
But that is not all of them. That is just a section of the young people. What about the ones in the mashinani who are out there?
Then the ones in mashinani don't have a problem. Then it's the same, are going through the same thing that we went through. You see, when you talk about these young people, then you're talking about, most people are talking about the urban young people. There's ones on social media and things like that, which people are forgetting they're also rural young people. So the dynamics are different depending on where you go to. Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about a number of other issues that you have been into, like music, for instance. You've produced music for the likes of Koffi Olomide of the Democratic Republic of Congo, and now you are actually working on Sauti Sol's album. How is that? How do you keep the musical side of you going despite this hectic schedule of yours?
I'm not really working on Sauti Sol's album. Sauti Sol are recording the album at my studios.
At your studios?
What I did is, I produce music for a lot of people. Like Kina Koffi, I have Kenya Only, Eric Wainenas, and those kind of things. Masimara, all those. I produce music a long time. But what I did right now, which I still do production, but I've created a studio that all artists and producers can use to produce their artists. So Sauti Sol found a home in Johari Clef to do all their collabos and to work and produce their own music also from my place. I bring in my input and I watch them play, and I bring in a bit of my expertise, and that's what I do, because I wouldn't get the time really to start producing.
Just sit there and start saying, you got that.
But I still love playing music. Twice a week, I have to go to the studio and stay.
All right. So there's this notion about everyone having a stereotype about most artists or record artists, especially on the African continent, that they're not really schooled enough, so sometimes they're taken advantage of by the big producers. What do you have to say about that?
That's in every business. That's in every business. Music has to be treated just like in every other business. Where is the farmer schooled? Where is the sugarcane farmer schooled? And they're millionaires. Where is the coffee farmer schooled? You understand? So music has to be taken like the way you take musicians, the same way you have to take a coffee farmer or anybody else as a businessman. So it's more like you have to try it and keep trying here and there and see what's the best formula that works for you, which is one thing I tell somebody. Somebody asks, what's the secret to success? or what's the secret of making a hit record, and tell everybody nobody has got that secret of making a hit record. You just have to try and give it your own. So people are not taking advantage of these people, but people will take advantage of anybody who lets themselves being taken advantage of.
But do you think that today's record artists are well informed enough to stand their ground and say, no, I'm not going to be taken advantage of? Or you think they're just still connecting the dots and getting there?
One of the things, anybody has to hold their own. You know, when somebody says they took advantage of me, or I was taken advantage of, you let yourself do that. Because what usually happens is you're given some advance and then you accept it. So once you accept it, then you see it's almost locking you in, which is one of the biggest mistakes people do, because you want good life quickly, which is the biggest mistake.
Good life quickly. All right, and I guess that is all young people's mistake generally for us young people. And I'm told you speak like a whole gazillion of languages. You are a multilingual person.
Who said that?
You speak Lingala, you speak, I don't know, do you speak Zulu as well?
Who said that? I speak Kikuyu, I speak Swahili, Luo and English.
You just mentioned Kikuyu. It is a language to speak as well.
No. Maybe my behavior and my culture, a bit of that, but no. I'm Luo, English, and Swahili.
And you don't speak any Lingala at all?
No. I work a lot with them.
Yeah.
You know, when you work with people, it's like the way I speak German, but it's because I lived a lot in Mombasa and I worked a lot in Germany. And being in Mombasa is almost like a German city, you know, that kind of thing. So you pick up the language, and if you don't speak it, it portrays.
Yes.
Yeah, when somebody comes, of course, they can't talk it, you'll understand.
All right. Yeah. Well, I guess that is where the Koffi Olomide bit comes in. But now, in 2013, you pulled out of the Kenya Music Producers Association. Was there a reason as to why you did that?
No. Kenya Association of Music Producers.
The association.
Yes. No, I didn't pull out. You know, I don't believe in people staying in a place for too long. You start something, I'm actually there. It started from my offices. I started it with a group of other producers. It went on. And then if you're still in an association for more than 6 years or 5 years, something's wrong.
Okay.
I should let go and let other people continue.
All right.
Yeah.
So, and then if you take a look at the screen, there's something that is airing on there, a production about something that you did in regard to the youth and empowering them. Tell us about that.
Which one?
One of the videos that I actually found it on YouTube.
Right.
It was one that I think you
My
actually
Fish Is Gone.
created. Yes, exactly. My Fish Is Gone.
What My Fish Is Gone is basically, in a nutshell, just says, don't just sit there. Go out and do something. Because a lot of people would sit at home and wait for something to happen and wait for some miracle to happen from somewhere. Don't do that kind of thing. Wake up, get out, and go and look for something. You see, that kind of thing. If you don't do that, you'll be in the same place, same time. You know, next year, same place, same time. The year after that, same place. While your friends that moved out, move on.
And so that's the story that's
Yes, that's the story.
in there.
What it actually says is, get out and go and do something.
All right.
Yeah.
Get out and go do something. And speaking of going out there and doing something, what does the future of the young people look like?
Whoa. You see, it's difficult in the sense that we have to help these young people. We have to mentor them. We have to try and teach them a lot of things. We have to do a lot of things for them and with them. And if we don't, we will lose them. Because especially the new people who are coming out of school, they're coming straight from high school, university, and then trying to look for jobs. They're very young. They haven't got the polytechnics are not there anymore.
Right.
So there's a middle part which is getting lost. And that's what one of something like the NYS is trying to also bridge. You see, that kind of thing. So those are the kind of things we have to be very careful and make sure that we train or educate our youth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you read news before?
News? No, I've never
You've
read
never read news before, right?
Yes.
There's always a chance for you to try out some of these things, you know.
And
they
then
say
what will you do?
You should
Have
have
you sung?
like a to-do list of the things you must do before you turn a certain age.
Are you going to sing?
Well, I'll try.
All right.
Just give me the song, give me the lyrics,
Do you have
and
a
I'll
piano
try.
here? Okay.
You should have thought of doing that. So come, let's see if you can actually get this one. It's a very simple story, but I'm very sure you are going to huck. So this is where we usually sit and ask people to take a look at that camera over there. I'm going to give you the script right here, just to see if you're well. Where's the script? It's disappeared. It's disappeared. Okay, but right there, the script is on the auto cue.
Right.
Just in case the pace goes up, and so that thing over there is called an auto cue.
Right.
So introduce yourself, just like we always do. I guess when you're watching us from the other side of your living room, we tend to introduce ourselves. So just take it away. Let's see how you're going to fare.
You'll count me in?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
I can
go
start?
ahead and do it. Yes, sure.
Hey, which camera do I look at?
Right there.
Oh, there?
Yeah.
Hey, hi. My name is Bruce. Well, Pope Francis is expected to hold a mass for nearly 1 million people at Nairobi's Uhuru Park when he arrives in Kenya next month. State House, through its spokesman Manoa Spisu, has also confirmed that the head of Catholic Church will hold bilateral talks with President Uhuru Kenyatta, with the Pope to expect to carry a message of hope and peace in his first African tour.
That was Timothy Otieno. Sometimes we say thanks to the reporter.
Oh, thanks, Timothy.
All right, how do you think you fared in a scale of 1 to 10?
1 to 10? Maybe 4. 4.
I actually think you did better than that.
Really?
Thanks to your reading glasses. I think you did 8.5 out of 10. So you actually did very well, yeah? Thank you so much. So anyway, the young people would like to hear from you. Half the time they fear to speak to people who have money because they do not know how to approach the money. But what do you think can be done for today's young people, for them to be able to have brighter futures, for them to be able to know exactly what they want, for them to be able to even know how to get a business model done?
I think the biggest what we need for the young people is are you gonna cue up that music?
No, just keep going.
What we need for the young people is mentorship. Young people they don't need favors, they need opportunities. You see that kind of thing. So we need to mentor these people. And you realize we've got at the Youth Fund, we've got a certain mentorship program called I've Got 10 Minutes. Because you're looking at when you leave home in the morning, and most of the parents go home by 10 o'clock in the evening. So all that time you're not there. Who's talking to these people? So we've got a program that we're going around schools and universities that's called I've Got 10 Minutes to Talk to You. Do you have 10 minutes to listen to me? So we'd like a lot of people to join us into that kind of campaign to talk to these people.
All right, well, thank you so much, Bruce, for honoring our invite to come over on Friday Briefing.
Thank you very much
for having you. And we're coming to your office to ask for that money that belongs to us.
Please.
All right, Bruce Odhiambo, who is the chairman of the National Youth Enterprise Development Fund, also known as the Youth Fund, and he also does a whole lot of things aside from that. And in case you want to contact him, what is your Twitter handle?
Bruce ODH.
Bruce ODH.
Bruce O.
Bruce O.
Bruce ODH.
Oh, Bruce ODH.
At Bruce ODH.
All right, and thank you so much. You're watching Friday Briefing. We still have Willis, the word master. He's going to teach us how to pronounce words that we find very difficult to pronounce. Do you mispronounce words sometimes?
A lot. Yes, a lot.
Willis, the word master, is coming up, but we also have business and sport. Do stay with us.